now that I've told you more about Hunter Guthrie than you've ever wanted to know, let's move on to
Oh, wait, Hunter. What about the time you spent in prison in Argentina? There's very little about it in your biography, and I'm sure we're all dying to know more.
I don't talk about that. I invited the press here today to learn about and to celebrate this life as a writer, director, actor.
Oh, yes.
And I'd like to introduce to you now my leading lady, Miss Megan Gordon. Come on, Megan.
Jake, what's all that applause?
I don't know. There's something happening in the restaurant. Hold on a second.
Well, thank you. I hope you're all still applauding after we make the movie.
Oh, come on. Come on now, Megan. You know you're our favorite actress.
She is something, isn't she? Yeah.
Education, elevation, mind mentality, scholastic, I'm kicking ballistics and reality. Stay in school, don't be a fool, keep intact. And it's a fact, it's time to react. Go to college, get the knowledge, the time is now. Learn the real struggle, and you'll see how life is in the world of high-class closure. See reality and keep your composure.
Take up a trade like business or law. Computer operator, communication major. School is fun, important, and mandatory. It's very necessary that you learn the story. Cause if you're smart, you won't sleep in a bar like a criminal that's lurking in the dark. I'd rather see you getting paid and respected instead of going to jail and rejected. So stay in school.
I'm sorry. It's my fault.
Oh, man. What are you studying too hard, man? You're forgetting your main priorities.
Hey, it's not school.
Carrie?
Hey, hold on. Hey. What are you doing here?
I'm sorry about interrupting rehearsal, but I really need to talk to you.
Well, can it wait for a couple hours?
It's very important that I talk to you now, Kerry.
Yes, Taylor, I know. Believe me, I could recite the rules to you verbatim. I'm asking for a break. Yes, a favor. Yes or no. Taylor, I am not talking about a spy or a terrorist here. I'm talking about somebody who got involved in the mob who ended up in the witness protection program. What's the problem? Oh, forget it. Thanks for nothing.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I can't believe this.
Okay, what? What? Relax.
My friends, my so-called friends in the FAB won't tell me anything. They won't confirm or deny the existence of a file on the Shadow Man.
Nothing about your father's real name either?
No. When I had access to those FAB files, I checked a dozen times.
Access. Maybe...
What?
Alex, I think I may be able to find your father, and we'll never even have to leave this room.
Here's what to do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one life to live.
Have you been drinking your lunch?
What do you see on the desk here?
A telephone, pencils, calendar, computer.
Computer, ACE's computer. See, Buchanan Enterprises has defense contracts. So ASA is tied in with the government.
Well, okay. But I doubt that any information on the computer would have anything to do with my father.
Alex, you would be amazed at the information I've gotten out of this computer. I mean, really classified stuff. You'd never believe that ASA would even, that they would be open enough with a guy like ASA.
Must be those campaign donations,
Yeah,
huh?
maybe.
Is it legal?
Well, yeah, sure. I mean, it's not illegal. All we do, we go to the computer and we ask it. You know a guy named Nat Olenoff? He used to be a scientist, and he fell in with the mob. Now he's in the witness protection program.
All right, just be my guest. If you can come up with anything, you'll be my hero forever.
No. Jeez, it's been so long since I tried to gain an entrance to classified material. You okay?
No. Ever since Porter gave me that picture of my father, I've been so wound up.
Well,
I couldn't hardly sleep last night. I can't concentrate on anything.
You've been looking for a break in this thing for years now.
Yeah. So just hurry up so I don't get my hopes up too high, okay?
So, what's going on?
Well, I talked to Dan this morning.
Okay.
And I'm really worried that he's just going to blow up because he talked to Greg Ellis last night, and Ellis said that Laura Jean used to be a drunk and a cokehead, but now she'd stopped.
So wait a minute, he's telling Dan that she used to use drugs, and now she's using them again.
Yeah, but Dan says no way, and when I think back to how Laura was in high school, I say no way too, but you know, Carrie, how things can sometimes happen.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe that's why she's not doing anything to defend herself.
Yes, if she feels guilty. And believe me, something is keeping her quiet because she won't see me. She refuses to see me. I've been to jail twice, and she won't come out of her jail cell.
Wow, that doesn't sound good.
No, Carrie. And if Laura has a drug problem, then she needs some help. And she's not going to get any help behind bars. And if she's not into coke, then Greg Ellis set her up. Either way, I need to get in there and see her.
Okay, so wait, that's where I come in, right? Because my father's a commissioner.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I might just have a way to get you into jail.
So, tell us about your new role.
Well, to be honest, I don't really know that much about it, to tell you the truth.
In truth, I've been a little paranoid with the script, and I haven't shown the whole thing to anybody yet.
Oh, is that because it's so unique and wonderful you're afraid it'll be ripped off? Or are you afraid that it's that terrible?
Pardon me, ma'am. Is there a reason you're being so hostile?
Better get used to that. That's Dorian Lord, the publisher of the National Intruder. You see, she only likes to write sensational stories. And if she can't get sensational facts from you, she just makes them up.
Well, with your life, darling, I don't have to make up any of the dirt or headlines.
Hold it, truce. We're supposed to be enjoying ourselves here, getting acquainted. The crew will be in Landview for months making the movie, so I hope we can all get along.
They're having a press conference in there. They're going to be making a movie here in town, and they got the director talking to the press and Dorian Lord and all that. So, hey, are you ready to go back up?
Yes, but I've made a decision that I'm going to go see my father alone.
Well, I already figured that I would just leave you two once we got up there.
No, I mean I'm going to navigate my way up there by myself.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
You think you can see that well?
Well, the worst that could happen is that I have to ask someone for help, right?
That's right. Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I'd appreciate if you just point me in the direction of the elevators.
Okay. Just go straight ahead. Right
okay. And one more thing.
What's that?
I need a kiss for good luck.
Good luck.
Okay. Where will you be?
I'm going to be right down here, probably listening to the press conference in the restaurant, so you just take your time with your father and don't rush. Okay? All right.
So what's Fraternity Row going to do without you? And do you intend to return?
Well, I think they'll survive without me. They have a very exciting storyline in progress right now, which will keep our audience's attention. Of course, I hope they miss me because I'd love to come back.
Unless, of course, I can lure her to Hollywood.
No, that's not my kind of town. My family's all here in Landview. I'm very committed to staying here. I love Fraternity Row. I am definitely going to stay here.
Unless, of course, I could lure her to Hollywood.
Well, is this film purely a business decision, or is there a little pleasure mixed in with it?
Well, I intend on having some fun, Dorian.
Well, that isn't exactly what I meant. Are you and Hunter having a romance off the screen as well as on?
Excuse us a moment. Don't answer them directly, darling. guessing. It's good for publicity.
Well, Hunter and I haven't seen each other for years, and we're good friends. This is more a reunion of spirits, not romance.
But as they say in Megan's business, stay tuned, huh?
So, Megan, you're saying that this picture is entirely a business decision?
Yes, I am.
Well, how can you say that when we've all just heard you hardly know anything about the role?
Megan, trust me, Miss Lord. If I tell her it's Academy Award material, she believes me.
That's right. I've been wanting to do a film for quite some time, and this sounded good, so I'm doing it.
And you cast your ex-girlfriend in this role based entirely upon her talent as an actress.
That, and the fact that she's charming, beautiful, intelligent, interesting, kind, and she doesn't ask $5 million a role. Well, what do you say we all break for lunch? As you've noticed, we've laid out a fancy little spread here, and we'll be happy to answer more questions. You can mingle with some of our crew that is assembled. Okay?
Excuse me for a minute.
Where are you going?
Powder my nose.
Hi.
Thank you, Daddy.
I am so proud of you, sweetheart. No, not really. It took a lot of guts to get up here on your own.
Well, I felt safe. Of course, I can't imagine what it would be like trying to find my way on the street by myself. That would take real courage.
No, you'll be fine when the time comes. How are your lessons?
They're okay, I guess. I just wish they weren't necessary. I wish I could see.
Ah, sweetheart. You've got to give yourself time.
Daddy, I'm just afraid that I'm starting to get too comfortable with all of this. Not that I want to stay blind the rest of my life. God knows I don't.
But it keeps Jake beside you.
Yeah. And we're getting along so well.
Then your relationship is improving.
Yes. Jake is changing. I mean, something's happening with him. He's more relaxed. We could be at the office or at the apartment. It doesn't matter. We don't have to do or say anything. It's okay. We're just so easy together.
I've never heard you this optimistic about the man.
Well, I hope I'm not misreading it all.
Charlotte, you must take advantage of this situation. Whatever happens now will make all the difference once you regain your eyesight.
I know. And I'm starting to think that maybe Jake and I do have a future together. That maybe I can be Mrs. Jake Harrison more than in words only.
Yo, Kerry. What, Miles? Can't you see I'm busy?
Yeah, normally when you're talking to a pretty lady, I say that'll be first priority. But not right now. Bo gave us a studio to rehearse, okay? We don't want to look like a bunch of knuckleheads when it comes showtime.
We're not going to look like a bunch of knuckleheads, okay? We got a couple of days before taping. So chill. Why don't you guys grab lunch? I got to take off for a while.
Translate a while.
No more than 2 hours, tops.
Looks like a real long lunch, Miles.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, and by the way, while you're at it, write us a song. Add in a female vocal.
Yeah, right, a gospel rap.
So you're going to be back at 2, right, Kerry? 2 o'clock?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
If you can't do that, man, maybe you need to think about what's more important. The girl or our band.
What?
I feel bad about this.
Yeah, well, don't. Miles is just jealous, and Yusef, well, me and Yusef, we're nervous. This television thing is a big deal.
Yeah, I'm sure it is, but unfortunately, so is Laura being in jail.
You know, I have a friend. His name is Jared. He's a guard down at the jail. Now, I know he'll get us in, and I'm pretty sure that he'll convince Laura to talk to us.
I thought we would have to go through your father.
No, this is better. He doesn't even have to know about it.
Oh, you mean he shouldn't know about it?
Well, come on, Rika. It's not like we're breaking the law or anything. I mean, my father said himself that he would do anything to help Laura, right? So why would he object to you seeing her?
Well, how do you know your friend's working today?
Well, if he's not, then we'll go to plan B. Give my father a call.
All right, well, let's get going so you can be back by 2. But I tell you, I have this knot in my stomach about this.
Your friend will be right out.
All right. Jared, thanks a lot.
No problem. Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
Yeah. Kerry, you did get your dad's okay on this.
Oh, of course, Jared. Nothing to worry about.
Did you have to lie?
Well, if I didn't lie, we would have spent a half an hour going over stupid stuff. Jared is a by-the-book freak.
Jared or your dad?
Okay, so my father was going to give me a little grief for using my connections. But wouldn't you say Laura's more important than following the rules? Are you staring at me, or is that my imagination?
It's just that you're not what I thought you were, that's all.
Or what is that supposed to mean?
I like it that you're taking a chance to go out on a limb for someone else.
Laura Jean!
Hey, Laura, you okay?
What are you guys doing here? He told me he was a lawyer.
We're here to help. Well, you can't. Yes, we can, and we will, as soon as you tell us the whole truth.
Request requesting information on Nat on-off. Invalid file. What now? What
Type
now?
in Shadow Man.
All right.
Enter ID access code. Boy, what the hell could that be? It would have to be something personal, something that only someone who knew the Shadow Man would know.
Birthday, birthplace.
No, that's too simple. They could get that information from all kinds of places, actually.
Wife's name, father's name, mother's name?
Mother's maiden name. Mother's maiden name. Try Massena. My mother was French. Oh, there's a file on my father.
What do you know? I'll be damned. Fred Porter does have an ounce of decency in him. Now, how the hell do we figure the access code for this?
I don't know. Let's just get out of this right now, and we'll make a list of all of the code names we can think of, and then we'll try them all at one time.
Okay.
Nat Olenoff is out there somewhere.
Alex, he is, yeah.
God, I'm so happy. Thank you so much.
Oh, excuse me.
So, how are you feeling? Had any more attacks?
No, I talked to Lucky about that. Believe me, he's not going to pull another stunt like that.
I was just pulling your leg there. So, what are you doing here?
Well, actually, Charlotte wanted to visit her old man. And she got on the elevator by herself today.
Oh, how nice. She's becoming independent.
Yeah.
I don't suppose she's regained her sight.
Look, Megan, do you really want to get into this again?
I don't know. Do you? I was in there in the middle of a press conference when all of a sudden I look up to see you eavesdropping.
Eavesdropping.
Yeah. You don't have any press credentials, do you?
Megan, I was walking by, I heard some noise, the door was open, so I happened
Okay,
to
fine,
look in
but
to
seeing
keep-
you standing there, it threw me.
Oh, I bet it threw you. You're standing up there in front of the press discussing your relationship with Hunter?
It was a game.
Oh, a game.
Yes. Hunter's, he's playing with them, especially Dorian. He's making them laugh, making them wonder.
Wonder. Hollywood stuff, I guess. I wouldn't understand rumors and gossip and things like
No, exactly. Look, the public enjoys wondering. They enjoy filling in the blanks the way they would like to see the blanks filled in.
Oh, I see. And you're just doing it for the movie's sake, that's all.
I'm doing it for my career. Is it such a sin to want to advance my career?
And what is Hunter hoping to advance here?
His career? He's worked very hard on this film. And this is an opportunity for him to fulfill his hopes.
Oh, probably a few of his personal hopes, too.
We're old friends. I thought that I'd lost him. That's all.
Looks like Hunter thinks he's found an old love here. And he's going to make the most of it by taking control of your whole life.
Oh, Jake, I told you, this is a game. Very similar to the one that you're playing with Charlotte. The only difference is that when Hunter and I are finished the day, we go our separate ways. Whereas you go home with Charlotte and play house. You married the woman.
Yeah, you know why I did that? To save my life and help find your sister, remember?
Oh, great. Your life isn't in danger right now, and my sister's been found. Even if it was too late. You're just making this tragedy worse.
Megan, you agreed that I couldn't just walk away from Charlotte while she's blind. Right?
Yes, I realize that, but I feel like the Hesters are taking over our lives. Are we ever going to be able to escape them?
Sweetheart, when you were on Battley Island, when Tina and Johnny were together, were you and Tina at all friendly?
We were, polite, at least until all hell broke loose.
What about now? Any contact?
None. But I guess you wish there were.
Ah, I certainly do. I have a friend of Tina who was supposed to keep me informed about her, but I'm not fully sure of this friend.
Anyone I know?
Though I'm sure you've heard of her. Gabrielle Medina?
Right.
Don't say anything about this to Jake. I know he was friendly with Cord, Tina too. And I know he detested Johnny. And he certainly has made his feelings clear about me. I wouldn't want him passing this information on to Cord.
Daddy, I don't see any reason to mention it to Jake. But have you seen Tina? Have you talked to her yourself?
Oh, she turns scarlet when she sees me. She has no idea how much that baby means to me. And she has no idea how loving I can be.
It's too bad I'm not close to Tina. And I could tell her about my upbringing and what a wonderful father you've been.
It wouldn't matter. Yeah, she's determined to keep me out of the baby's life.
Daddy, I know how important this baby is to you because it's Johnny's child. But you never know. Maybe you'll have other grandchildren.
From you? I certainly hope so. Someday. After Jake.
Or maybe with Jake, if our relationship continues to improve.
You know I have many reservations about him, but if he should prove himself to be a real son-in-law and the two of you have children, then I'll embrace him fully.
Can you imagine how cute our babies would be?
Oh, yes, yes. And so will John Jr. be so beautiful. I want so much to be a big part of that baby's life. I'll do whatever I have to ensure that he is brought up as a Hesser.
Daddy, what do you mean, whatever you have to?
No, don't worry, sweetheart. I wasn't implying anything illegal or cruel.
Megan, don't you think you're getting a little carried away here?
What are you talking about? Johnny, Carlo, Charlotte, haven't they affected all of our lives?
Yes, but they don't control our lives.
Oh, they don't?
No.
Then why can't my mother walk? Why aren't Cord and Tina married? Why the hell are we apart?
Because we agreed that this is too much torture for us to be together while I'm going through this thing. But I mean, if we happen to bump into each other by accident, does it have to be that terrible?
I can't help being angry. I'm sorry, I've tried, but I just can't help it. And Sarah's death showed me how fragile life is, how short it can be. And we're wasting a lot of time and energy here while you're proving that you're some nice guy.
Megan,
or maybe you are. Maybe you truly are a saint, and I'm just not worthy of you. All I know is that I've run out of the time and patience to deal with this situation. Maybe that'll change tomorrow, but I really doubt it.
And meanwhile, you can just concentrate on being some big movie star, right?
Great, you ask anyone in Hollywood how satisfying it is to go home alone. Lie in bed, wishing someone would hug you.
Listen, I am doing my best to help Charlotte right now so that we can be together.
When? Just tell me when.
I don't know when. You know I don't know that. I hate this as much as you do.
Yeah, well, at least you have someone to hug.
Well, maybe good old Hunter can take my place in your heart, huh? Maybe then your life won't be so terrible.
See, that's what's hard about all of this, because deep down inside, I feel like you mean that.
Excuse me. Megan, the press is getting restless. They want to talk to you.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take so long.
Hello, Harrison. Megan, do you think you could cheer up before you go back in?
Yeah, you know me, always the actress.
Shouldn't you be going too? Hunter's in the press waiting to talk to you.
Jake, we need to have a heart-to-heart. Why don't we have it now?
I didn't mean to barge in.
Oh, that's okay.
No, it's okay, fine, Paul. I mean, just stick around. It's okay.
This is your office, anyway.
Yeah, I was just, she was helping me. I was trying to get some information on your computer. Personal.
Oh, you were using my lawyer to get information out of my computer, right?
Something like that.
As I said, I'm sorry I interrupted.
Oh, no, please stay. I'm going to take a walk. Well, I'm going to see if I can come up with some other code names we could use.
Hey, Alex, don't let me push you out.
You're not. I need to be alone.
Yeah, okay. Well, don't be too long, okay? I can talk to Asa anytime. How's it going, Pa?
Oh, fine, Bo, just fine. I see you're doing very well.
What do you mean?
Oh, come on. I'm the man who taught you all about women. Alex is wonderful. I approve.
Pa, look, Alex is a friend. All right, what you saw when you walked in just now? It's a friendly hug.
Oh, damn, Bo. I mean, why pretend with me, huh?
I think you need a checkup from the neck up, Pa. Maybe they could start with your hearing.
Very funny. Nothing wrong with my hearing.
Okay, listen to this. Alex is just a friend.
Right.
Why are you doing this?
You want to know why? I'm going to tell you why. I got to point out to you, Alex is a terrific gal. I immediately went for her. I hired her as one of my lawyers, didn't I?
I know, because she is. She's a terrific lady. She's bright, she's funny, she's a good listener, she's a good friend.
The good Lord never intended men and women to be friends. That's why he made us a little different.
Hey, I'm not listening to that. I don't want to hear this,
wait a minute.
okay?
Okay, wait a minute. I am sorry. I don't want to upset you.
Yeah, well, you did.
I apologize. You want to go slow? Fine, Bo. But don't go too slow. Alex is a very attractive woman, and she may not be single much longer.
Alex is single because she chooses to be. Right now, she's got more important things on her mind.
But you do like her a lot.
Yeah. I mean, she went through hell with me trying to find Sarah, Pa. She was with me the whole time that I was grieving. She dumped her whole career just to help me. So I figure maybe it's time I turn around and I try to return the favor. So there's a good chance that you're going to be seeing the two of us together a lot.
That's good. What's she doing?
It's confidential. If she wants you to know, then she'll tell you about it.
I want to ask you this. If at one point you found Alex very desirable, would you act on it?
What the hell is the matter with you?
I got a reason to ask this. What I want to know is, well, how soon are you going to leave your grief behind?
I don't have a switch on my heart. I just turn it on and off whenever I choose to do that, okay?
I'm not a fool, Bo. I know it's not that simple. But I've been around enough and seen enough to know there's a way to control it. A lot of people stay, in mourning because they can't live with the loved one they lost. And if they feel that way that they can't, then they will not.
Okay, I know.
Okay. What I'm trying to find out is, are you still so upset that you couldn't care for anyone else? Perchance something or someone made its presence?
I don't know. All right? I don't know. That is an honest answer. I like to think that I got the guts to face pain. I'd like to think that maybe I fall in love again someday. But maybe I won't, okay?
Sarah would not want it that way. You're still a young man. You can start over, get married, have kids. Wouldn't you want the same for Sarah?
Yeah, I guess I would.
Okay. All I ask is you keep on living life and keep your heart and mind open to any possibilities, and I promise you I won't push anymore.
Thanks.
I gotta tell you the truth. If I weren't married, I would go after that Alex myself.
What, Asa?
Oh, I know. I've got a good wife. I love Renee. But look, listen to me. I can still appreciate and admire a very good-looking woman.
How many times do I have to say it? I'm not hiding anything.
If you've got a problem with booze or drugs, tell us. We'll help you, not judge you.
Look, and you're very sweet, but it's not that, really.
Is that the truth, Laura?
Okay, look. You know the story about Greg coming in with the divorce papers?
Yeah, he was going to do you a big favor.
Yeah, so he said, but there was another guy who came in before Greg, and I think he was the one that was carrying the drugs.
And he slipped the coke into your jacket pocket without you noticing it?
No, not exactly. See, after Greg left, Dan took him into the examining room, and he forgot his bag, and he asked me to bring it into him, and it was open a little, and guess what was in it?
I get it.
And the coke was slipped into Dan's bag.
Exactly. And I pulled it out. And I knew it was a setup, but what could I do? I didn't even have a chance to tell Dan before those cops were in there waving a search warrant.
Well, call me stupid, but Laura, why are you keeping this secret?
Yeah. I can't exactly tell the authorities. You know that if I did that, they'd investigate Dan. That would ruin his whole career. It would ruin the clinic.
And Greg would get exactly what he wanted in the first place.
Yeah, but why haven't you told Dan?
Because if I tell him, he won't leave it alone. He'll confront Greg, and then he'll get killed, or he'll try and kill Greg. I can't take that chance.
But you're making it harder for us to help you as long as you're lying, Laura. And silence looks guilty.
Yeah, well, I'd rather be the one who looks guilty here, okay?
Well, I think that's a call that Dan should make with you. I mean, he's got a right to know what's going on here.
No, he doesn't. Please just trust me on this one, Kerry.
We will, but I really think you should think about this some more.
Laura, we know Dan is working hard to bust Greg. And my father said the police force is working hard, too.
And you can add us to the list, Laura.
Thanks. Look, I'll be fine here, really. It's the best thing for now. I mean, Greg won't hurt Dan, and eventually Greg will get tripped up. Thanks for being such good friends there.
Time's up. Prisoner has to go back now.
Prisoner, she hasn't even gone to trial yet.
Hey, we'll get you out of here before that comes up.
Yes, we'll get you out and Greg Ellis in.
Give Dan a big hug for me, and, don't forget your promise you wouldn't tell him, okay?
Sure.
Hey, I'll try to come and see you tomorrow, okay?
You and I don't even know each other. What could we possibly have to talk about?
Please, let's not be so coy.
Oh, coy. Coy like you were inside there talking with the press, making it sound like you had some kind of off-screen romance going on with Megan. Like she was going to leave Landview and follow you back to Hollywood. That kind of coy, is that what you're talking about?
Jake, how long have you been in love with Megan?
Why, what's it to you?
Because by now you should realize that there are plenty of games we have to play in this business. I know Megan is in love with you. She made that very clear.
Oh, did she?
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
I know the whole story. About her sister, about you marrying the woman who got a case of hysterical blindness when you were going to leave her.
Well, anytime you want to borrow any of this stuff for your next movie, just feel free to go right ahead.
My point is, we're not enemies, okay?
No, we're not. As long as you understand something, that Megan is mine. As long as you stay away from her, doesn't cause any trouble, we're not going to have any problems, okay?
As long as you understand. I need Megan in a good frame of mind to act her heart out in my film. Then we have no problem.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
It means that if you can make Megan happy and give her to me each day smiling before the camera, great. But if you give her nothing but misery, if you distract her, then just stay away while we film.
You know what? You're as arrogant as I thought. You've been in town 2 minutes and already you're trying to control her whole life.
No, you're wrong. It's my life. That's what this film is. My chance, finally, for the big time. Megan is my star. And if you upset her, it's no good for my movie or my career, not to mention Megan's heart.
I don't upset her.
Yeah? Then tell me one thing. Why is she always so damn miserable?
I'm back.
It's a good thing. I was about to send the hounds after you.
Well, you were. Such beautiful land. I was watching the horses. They were just grazing, kicking up their heels because it's such a beautiful winter day. It's just a beautiful day outside.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to see you got back in such high spirits.
How's everything with Asa?
Good. He's he's worried about me.
Because we were hugging, huh? Are you afraid you're gonna fall prey to me or something? I mean, obviously, when he walked in, he thought that we were, you know...
Yeah, well, no, that's okay. You don't have to worry about that because I set him straight. As far as him being worried about me falling prey to you, he thinks you're terrific. He thinks you're sexy, and I'm sure he'd be more than happy if you and I, you know...
That's nice. But you set him straight on that, right?
Yeah, I did. And we talked about Sarah, and we talked about my grief, and there's no real need for you and I to talk about all that. So listen, have you thought any more about any ideas for the access code to the Shadow Man file?
Yes. So let's type in Shadow Man and take it from there, shall we?
All right. What the?
What is it?
Come here, look at this.
File erased.
It's got to be a mistake. Let me try it again.
Oh my God, it's the SYSOP.
The what?
The FAB, they always have somebody watching the computers all the time.
Are you telling me that somebody deliberately erased this file?
Yes. You know, I knew it was too easy. I just knew that after spending all this time looking for my father and finally getting this information, that even though we had the code, it would just be, it was too simple.
So, does that mean that we're fighting our own government again?
It means that I am. I don't know about you.
Well, if you are, then I am.
Oh, no, whoever's manipulating this is a very ruthless person. I don't want to put you in any danger.
Alex, I think that maybe somebody ought to be around to protect you.
I can protect myself.
Well, good, fine. Then you can keep an eye on me.
You're not making any sense.
Okay, all right, then let's just get all this real straight. You went to the limit for me, which means I am going to go to the limit for you. You see, I am going to help you find your father. And let's just hope that we have better results this time around.
Are you sure that you don't want to get back to normal life?
My normal life blew up in a jet over the Atlantic Ocean. And right now, I don't even know what life holds for me anyway.
I know.
So it would be a pleasure for me to help you find your father.
You really are sweet, you know that? You really are. Thank you. Wait now, I can't do that because Asa might start planning a wedding.
Yeah.
Great. Now, let's get one with the two of you holding up champagne glasses, toasting the movie.
So, what did you and Jake talk about?
Whether or not peace will ever find its way to the Middle East.
Oh, really? Besides that,
Later, okay?
he didn't try and hit you or anything, did he?
No. Why, should I be afraid of that?
Hunter, Megan, I'd like a picture for the intruder of the two of you kissing.
Oh, on the cheek, I presume.
I believe what Miss Lord has in mind is something more like this.
Stay tuned, indeed.